Hey, hey! Welcome everybody. Happy Monday. I got an awesome game for you guys tonight. Let me just make sure everything's working here. Load this puppy up. Thank you, Eric, as always, for your continued support. Thanks for liking the stream, buddy. Hope you had a fantastic day. Kicking off the week. I'm getting errors that my stream has dropped frames, so I don't know how it's looking on your guys' side, but let me know for sure. So, this is The Infected. If you guys have not played it yet, it's a pretty cool game. It's a survival game. So essentially you have, basically you're a lone survivor left in this world, and you've got all these different areas here where you have infected that are spawning in this world. I saw that. I saw the Cardinals won. That was a good game. That was a good finish to that game. I was super happy last night. So on the map, you see that says Vambi base location. So Vambis are vampires mixed with zombies. So they're kind of a hybrid zombie. But anyways, they will randomly spawn in and come and attack your base. But at each one of these locations, these zombie camps have different technologies. And so in order to be able to build and craft all the different things in this world and be able to survive, you need to get all this technology from each of the different locations. So that means you have to go visit 9 of these locations, visit 9 of these or Vambi camps, and go and kill them all and take the technology. And so my goal right now is to get a base built, and so that I can start to craft that. So here's where we're at. Obviously, here's where all the different camps are at. Different camps for different locations. I want to kind of be somewhere here, central location, because there's different elements and different type of things that I want to get from each of these different areas. Like, for instance, there's aluminum ore that spawns here, and there's copper ore that spawns in different areas. So I want to try to be centrally located because I'm going to have to eventually visit each of these Vambi camps. But right now, I've got some initial goals that I need to make sure and get taken care of. For instance, I need to get myself some weapons. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to pick up some sticks here. And there's some rocks here that I'm going to pick up as well, so that I can craft myself at least some sort of rudimentary weapon to protect myself in case I get attacked. Let's find a rock here. We should find one here. I think the F gives us some clues on what we need to do. So yeah, so gather 1 stone and gather 1 stick, and then craft an axe. There's a stone right over here. There are also, as you see here, different plants and food that spawns in the world. Jeremiah, thanks for watching, buddy. Appreciate you tuning in. Hope you had a fantastic day. Welcome to the new week, Monday. The weekends go by so darn fast, it's almost depressing, but it is what it is, right? So we will deal with the week, and hopefully it goes by quick. That'd be nice. Let me grab some cucumbers here. So you will be responsible as the game goes on to keep your health up. There's different things that you need to do to be able to keep your health up. Obviously, you have stamina, thirst, proteins, carbs, and fats, vitamins, and energy. So you spawn with this canteen. Right now, it's filled with clean water, but it doesn't stay clean. So you can get water from the rivers and from the lakes, but you'll need to find a way to sanitize it. You get an MRE to start out with, and then of course I've been finding these carbohydrates out there in the world. As I harvest these, I also am getting seeds. So you can see seeds here that I'll be able to replant. So and then I have crafting available. So my first challenge was to find rock and a stick, and then to craft an axe so that I can chop down trees. So I'm going to bring out my crafting here, and I just know from experience I need 1 rock and 1 stone. Oh, so first let's craft a blade, and then I need, oops, I don't need 4 of them. Just need 1 of them. don't need 3. I need 1. There's my axe. And then I will also spawn here. I think I can actually do... Oh, jeez. I think I can actually do a spear as well. Nope, I can't do a spear yet. I need rope on there. So right now we do have our axe. And we can use our axe to chop down trees and get wood so that we can build our base. I also want to continue this. I don't know that I want to build here. Like I said, there's another location on the map that I'm going to actually head over to. I probably want to build either right up here or maybe right here. I'm centrally located between 3 of these zombie camps. That'll be good. I've got water. So that'll be good. So I think what I'll do is I'll point myself in that direction and we'll head over that direction. But I want to build... I want to get a spear built here. So if you're looking for how to build, you actually have in your crafting menu, there's a book here, and you can go to your itempedia, and it tells you in order to build a spear, I need a blade, a stick, and 3 plant fibers. So to get a plant fiber, so we already have sticks, we already have a stone blade, so to get plant fibers, you just chop down trees. You'll see here as we chop this down, it gives us about 5 plant fibers. So now I can go back into my crafting menu. I got my 5 plant fibers right there. Get that crafting back out. There's a stick. There's a stone blade. And what was it, 5 plant fibers? No, just 1. I don't know why this is doing it backwards, but I feel like that. Let's take a look at the book one more time. Itempedia, spear. 1 stone blade. Oh, 3 sticks. Sorry, 3 sticks and 5 plant fibers. Okay, so how many sticks do I have? I've got 5, so we've got plenty. Okay, so blade. We wanted 3 sticks, 5 plant fibers. Now we can craft our spear. So this will be good because we're going to run into these zombies on the way over to this camp. So I'm going to head right across the whole map over here, and I think I'm going to build right here. Let's just get pointed in the right direction, about there, and we'll head out. So you do want to be mindful as you're running across here. Obviously, there's going to be some wild animals. There's foxes, there's bear, there's wolves, there's the zombies, of course, that you want to be aware of. You also want to keep your eyes out for different plants. So there is corn, there's watermelon, there's honeydew, there's cucumbers, and there are potatoes. You want to keep your eyes out for those because each of those, as you harvest those, each of those will allow you to plant the seeds to kind of get your garden going. So not only do you need to survive the zombies and the animals, you also need to survive the elements. So there's winter, it is pretty freezing, and then of course there's summer where you can get overheated and die. And so obviously you can see my stamina is running out, so I can't run too far. You have to be cognizant of how much weight you're carrying as well. So you can see here I've got 20.55 out of 50 pounds, so I'm not too heavy right now, but only limited space available in my storage. But depending on how much weight you're carrying, that will also slow you down. While we're out here, we can look for different animals that we can kill and harvest their meat. So I'm keeping my eyes out for those as well. Here a deer. I don't have a bow yet, and those deer are hard to get if you don't have a bow and arrow. Keep my eye out for some watermelon and some corn and some other plants That stamina runs out pretty quick. You also want to keep in mind as you're running across this map that you're going to... Oh, I'm running in the wrong direction. I'm going to now have to go right across where that zombie base is at. So... yeah, this is going to be fun. Yeah, Eric, I was wondering if you were going to watch the end of that game last night. I didn't know if you'd maybe gone to sleep because you had school today, or if you stayed up and watched it. But I definitely had to turn the stream off and go catch it and watch the end of it. It was nice. It was a nice win by the Cardinals. And of course, I was able to call my buddy this morning and rub it in his face that his Seattle Peacocks lost. Boy, that stamina's killing me. Let's check my thirst here real quick. Yeah, thirst is going down. I'll take a sip of water. And we'll probably eat one of these cucumbers. Make sure that we're keeping our carbs up where they need to be. Protein and carbs are hard to find. If you don't keep a full supply and inventory, then it runs out pretty quick. So here's where we want to be careful because we're going to be running across the Vambi camp. And we don't want them eating our brains just yet. Not until we have bow and arrow at least. The good news is there's not really a death penalty per se, meaning you don't lose everything if you get killed. However, it spawns you back at your base. And so since we don't have a base yet, it's going to put us in a bad spot. So I want to make sure and get over to where we're going to be building that here as quick as we can. Let's just check to see how close we are. Yeah, I'm going to need to turn this way. I keep kind of avoiding that direction because I don't want to run into those guys. But I think it's kind of unavoidable at this point. We're going to be running right between two of them. And the one thing you got to prepare yourself in this game is the jump scares. These guys let out this blue. And if you're not ready for it and you don't see it coming, it'll throw you here. You'll see what I mean if we run into one of them. Oh, there's a cucumber right there. We'll grab that. Make sure we're still going in the right direction. We are. So yeah, we are right by those two camps. We'll try to save some of our stamina so that if we need to sprint, we can. Definitely not a good situation to be in the beginning of the game. And I do have the spear, but ultimately the spear, it'll just be kind of an effort in vain. Jeremiah, what's going on, buddy? Miss having you around. Hopefully California's treating you well. Okay, we're getting, oh yeah, we've got one of their camps. Oh yeah, one of their camps is right over there. You can see the roof of it right there. So we want to be really, really careful because they typically are out roaming around. And they'll usually see us before we see them. And if they do, it'll scare the crap out of you. I'm not ready to fight them yet. I mean, I could probably beat one of them, but 4 or 5 of them I wouldn't be able to beat right now. And I can't afford to die right now. I need to at least get to where base is going to be at. Oh, I hear a pig. Where's that pig at? Definitely use the protein from that pig. There's a watermelon. We'll grab that. Alright, let's see where we're at here. Alright, so I'm trying to get to right here. That's where I want to build at. Let's swim across this lake. There are also fish. I Don't see any fish yet, but there are also fish that spawn in the water. Right here. Sheep. Hey, buddy, come here. Come here. Yeah, I don't have enough stamina to run after him. I'd be wasting energy trying to catch him right now. A watermelon looks like right up on the hill here. So the good news is early on we'll be able to have some seeds that we can plant, which is awesome. Okay, I need to turn this way. Actually, this way. Really easy to lose your direction in this game. I find myself checking that map pretty often because there's no compass to let you know if you're heading in the right direction, so you really have to rely on either your, you know, some landmarks that you see, but they start to look like they're all the same after a little bit, or using that map. Come on. Here's a potato plant. Again, it's awesome that we're getting all these carbs here from the get-go. I started garden early. Another watermelon. We're probably going to have to eat some of this because our weight is going to be pretty heavy. If we look at our inventory right now, oh yeah, I couldn't even carry that whole watermelon. So let's go eat this instead of let it go to waste. Oh, I don't want to destroy it. Let's eat something in here. He's a really loud eater, and regardless of what he eats, it's all crunchy. Okay, let's make sure we're going the right way. And it looks like it's going to start getting dark here. We really need to get to where we're going here as quick as we can. At least get a fire set. And 4 walls would be great. The good thing is all of these trees I'll be able to chop down, all of these rocks I'll be able to harvest. I'll build a pickaxe, I'll be able to grab all those rocks. The rocks play a big part in this game, and you'll soon find out why, but they're really important to harvest and to have available to you. Here's another potato. Alright, so here's the lake. Now it's a matter of finding a semi-flat area that we can build in. And I want a pretty large area because I'm going to be obviously expanding on our base. So this is okay. Let me take a look here. Yeah, this is okay. I mean, we've got water, we've got wood. It's not as flat as I want, so I'm just going to go up here just a little bit. And there's a really good spot right over this hill right here. The audio in this game is really good. In fact, you know, with the headphones on, it sounds just like it would if you were in a rainstorm. Really clear. I mean, the deer don't necessarily sound like deer. In fact, the deer are super annoying. But I mean, everything else is pretty neat the way they've done it. The graphics leave a little bit to be desired, but this is still an early release, so it's not. It's still being developed quite a bit. The developer is a single developer, so he's a college student. He works on his own to build this. So everything that you see is being done by one person, and so he gets work done as often as he can, but obviously still has a life to live. So pretty impressive that this has all been done by a single person. All right, so this is where we want to build. It's nice and flat. Lots of resources. We got lots of trees, lots of rocks. Over here, there's a little lake. So I think what we'll do is we'll start building this out. So the first thing I want to do is, let me grab these potatoes over here. We'll get my my axe, chop some of these trees down because we'll want to have some wood. Start building the foundation. I'm just going to chop a couple of them down. Alright, so let's go in here. We'll go into our building menu. We'll look at the placeables, and so we have wooden foundation. Obviously that'll be the base of where we're starting the build at. I can kind of move this if I use the mouse wheel to get it exactly how I want it. And you can see there, once I place it, then I'll be able to click the other pieces in place to kind of join with it. So let's just make sure this is where I want to be at. Yeah, I think this is a good start. And so we'll grab these over here. Start throwing some of these logs in there and build this up. I hear a deer. That's what I was telling you about. When the deer don't sound like the deer. It sounds, I don't know what it sounds like. It sounds like an accordion or something like that. Oh, and I can't jump with wood now. They used to make it so you could jump as if you were carrying wood, but now you cannot. And also, I need to have planks. In order to have planks, I have to have a saw. Let's see what I need to do to get that saw, because I can't finish my foundation until I have planks. Alright, so let's look here what we need for the saw. So we'll go back to our book, we'll go to our placeables. Let's see here, saw, but, well, I can't do that one. Wait a minute, now how am I supposed to, construction? Okay, in order to do that I need 6 planks. In order to get a plank, I need a saw. Okay, here we go. Saw bench. There we go. Okay, so let's place the saw bench down. And to build the saw bench, we need 4 logs. There's 3. And there's another one. So now we've got our saw bench. I can throw a log in here and that'll automatically start cutting planks for us. I might build a couple of these so I get a couple of them going. each one of these wood logs, I think, gives me 2 or 3 planks. You can see here I put 2. Yeah, so two planks per log. Yeah, I'm gonna build one more of those. Oops, placeables. Bench. Let's do another one right there. And then we can always move it once we get the walls up. Takes 5 game days to for these trees to respawn. So even though I cut them down and it's starting to look bare, then in 5 days, anywhere where I haven't built, we'll actually respawn the trees. Alright, so now at least we can get 2 of those going at the same time. Any day now. I almost need 3. We'll grab these planks. We'll go over here and we'll throw them in there. It is starting to get dark. We're going to do one more here. I need to get some sort of a shelter and a fire built before dark, and it's obviously we're getting way past that point right now. So I need to pick it up here. The Vambies are just waiting for me to become a victim to their prey. Getting hard to see. It's probably hard for you guys to see as well. Let's just grab some logs here, then let's finish up that, and then we'll get a fire started. Should help the situation a little bit more. So there is I think it's every 5 nights or every 10 nights, there is a blood moon. So as you watch the sky as it starts to get dark, on the blood moon nights you'll see that the sky's red. And when the sky's red, that tells you that you're going to have problems with Vambies that night. They'll send over a horde of them to attack. Alright, so let's see what I need to have for that fire. So again, Itempedia. Resources. Let's see here. Can't remember what it was for the fire. Let's see here. Food and drink, armor, clothes, other... Is it placeables? Nope. Where the heck did we have fire? Hang on, you guys, sorry. Trying to remember this, it's been a little while. Let's see here. Building a campfire. In the Build tab, books, select the placeables, drop down, and select campfire. Placeables. Not under workbench, not under storage, not under power. Oh, there it is, campfire. So 10 small stones and 8 firewood. So we cannot build it on top of the shelter. So we gotta put it right next to it. Yeah, I don't know that we're gonna make it tonight. It's super, super dark. Let me see if I can turn up the light here just a little bit.